Independent grouping, Senator Ronan Mullen.
Hirlig. A rinne úsal tá fáilte is fiche rót is ócáid iontacha a gcónaí nuair a hagan teachtaí ón stáit go tír seo agus tá áthas ormsa go bhfuil sibh an seo aniu agus chuirm fáilte róibh bheilg agus buíochas as an méid atá a dhéanamh agah san na tíre seo. Congressman, I want to welcome you and to say how happy I am. It's always a special occasion when we welcome American politicians to this country. We are so grateful for America, all that America is and all that America continues to do, in particular to advance and to continue the important work of the peace process. And others have spoken about the important issues facing us at the moment, and I want to echo everything that they have said. But I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Shannon Independent Group to thank you and indeed the other members of the Congressional Friends of Ireland here today and at home for all that you are doing, and to wish you continued success in your efforts on all our behalves. It's perhaps a measure of America's greatness, but also the importance of the ties between our countries, the familial ties between us, that we in Ireland feel we have a stake in America, and we feel ready to criticise America at times as well as to praise it. There are those who praise America or who criticise America very unreasonably and who seem to forget what the world would be like without America. And then there is the criticism that comes from friends, because it is a measure of true friendship that one can be constructive in one's criticism at times. I think of that wonderful song, America the Beautiful, by Catherine Lee Bates. America, America, God mend thine every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty and law. And I think about that in these days because we need a strong America in the world, a strong that is an America that is a shining city on the hill, a beacon for democracy, human rights, the rule of law, civility in political debate. All of these things are highly important, particularly at a time now when we see where the other superpowers in the world are going. And we all need to hope that America finds its balance so it can give the leadership in the world that we need at this time. I have to tell you that many people here, and I'm sure many people in your country, are distressed by the disunity that we sometimes see in your country now, the coarseness that has entered US politics in recent years, the violent protests of the 6th of January, but also the 476 riots that took place in the context of the Black Lives Matter protests, and indeed the recent protests at the homes of justices of the US Supreme Court. We need a strong America. We need an America that giving leadership in the world where this doesn't happen, because others will point to America's flaws and use that to justify their far greater depredations on humanity. So we want to encourage you as you give leadership. We also can say that we respect and admire, many of us, the diversity in your debate. There is sometimes a groupthink in this country and indeed in Europe. So there's a balance to be struck between groupthink on the one hand and excessive discord on the other, we might say. But I want to conclude by asking you to take one thing home with you, and you will have heard it from others, and it is not to do with Northern Ireland. But as we think about the conflict of Ukraine, we are facing into a frightening situation if the grain that Ukraine is producing, that is so vital for the poorest and the poorer countries in the world, does not get out of that country in the coming weeks. I don't know how that is to be solved, but I pray that America can use its position of great power to try and help find a solution to that, so that we are not facing appalling hunger and starvation in the Middle East, in places like Egypt, in North Africa and in Southeast Asia. So we ask you not just to take our Irish agenda, which you are serving so nobly and so well, all of you, but to remember that as well. And I know I say that on behalf of your people as much as on behalf of our own. Well said.